To stay in the game, you have to be open to change, just like us.
Turn it up.
Right about now.
It's the weekend, baby.
Turn it up.
Give it up.
Make some noise out there.
Where hit music lives all weekend.
Turn it up. Turn it up. There's no other way to begin other than this song, right?
Is Pure 907. Love, life, music.
Activating playlist.
You guys ready? Direct from London.
Go for main engine start.
Chart activated.
We bring you the UK's biggest hits of the week.
Get ready for takeoff.
The UK Chart Show with Scott Clarke.
Yeah, and we are on. Welcome to it, the official UK Airplay chart. This is the UK Chart Show. I hope you're good. Another week rolls round, and we're on for another countdown. I hope you're good. I hope you had a good last 7 days, whatever you have been up to. And we're back to it, counting down the 30 most played songs on UK radio over the last 7 days. Coming up on the UK Chart Show today, 3 brand new entries, including Beyonce's new single from the Lion King soundtrack. And we've got some dramatic changes that might be happening in the top 5 as well. Also, coming up on the show today, we're going to hear from Beyonce.
The only thing I listen to is 70s music.
Shawn Mendes.
These numbers are not a joke. These are physical people behind the screens.
And Zara Larsson on the UK Chart Show.
My biggest idol is Beyonce.
But you know the deal. If you're here every weekend on the countdown, you know before we get into it, we've got to check out last week's top 3.
Last week's top 3.
At number 3, Lewis Capaldi, Hold Me While You Wait.
Hold me while you wait.
Number 2, the song on the rise, Shawn Mendes and Camila Cabello, Senorita.
I love it when you call me senorita.
And last week's number 1 for a 6th week, Ed Sheeran and Justin Bieber, I Don't Care.
I don't care when I'm with my baby.
Can they do it and make it a whopping 7th week at number 1? We're going to find out in the next couple of hours. And let's get into it. Start as we mean to go on at number 30, and kicking us off at number 30 is Mr. Craig David. And if you thought superstars don't have the problems other people have with neighbours and planning permissions for their houses, then you are wrong. Craig ended up in a battle with the local authorities in Camden here in London because of his aircon unit. He brought this beautiful converted warehouse in Camden. He built a swimming pool, installed glass roofs, but his neighbours didn't like the idea of air cons and complained to the city council. This is weird. It's all okay in the end though, and he received his permission despite some reticence not being really happy about it. This is new tune, When You Know What Love Is. Number 30 is Craig David on the UK Chart Show.
30.
You know what love is.
Number 30, there goes Craig David. I like that tune, When You Know What Love Is. Kicking off the countdown this weekend. I hope you're alright. And we're straight into it with the 4th single from Zara Larsson's upcoming album. There isn't an official video to it yet, but the song, you know what, it's getting good airplay in Sweden, New Zealand, Ireland, and of course here right in the UK. Zara is now becoming an established artist, and we asked her about her idols.
My biggest idol is Beyonce. I want to be everything that she is. And I just find her perfect. But of course I want to be myself, and I want to do things that I want to do, and I don't want to try to copy Beyonce, but she's definitely an inspiration to me.
I mean, Beyonce is everyone's idol, right? We're going to have her new tune from the Lion King soundtrack a little later on as well. But let's get on Zara Larsson's new one straight in for the first time this weekend at number 29. This is All the Time.
New entry.
Summertime and I'm caught in the feeling.
29, new entry, Zara Larsson, All the Time. This is Scott Clarke right now. We're hanging out, doing it from London this weekend, counting down the 30 most played songs on UK radio. And we've got another new entry straight in at number 28 right now on the chart. And Jax Jones has teamed up with BB Rexha on this next song and told music journalists he wanted to urge men to step up their game after hearing some statistics on the UK's Love Island TV show that many women are not satisfied with their love lives. This song will be featured on BB's second album as well. New entry at number 28. This is Harder, Jax Jones, BB Rexha, for the first time this weekend on the official UK Airplay chart.
Baby, when it comes to love, it should be mutual.
New in at 28, Jax Jones, BB Rexha, Harder. This is the official UK Airplay chart. It's Scott Clarke right now, and I love pop music, I love current tunes, but you know what? I'm obsessed with the man that is Liam Gallagher. I love this guy. He's always in the news for something, and he's back in the UK chart show. We had his song for the first time last weekend. We're going to play it in a sec, and he's just announced the date for his upcoming tour, and amid huge demand, even more dates have just been announced. In a statement to fans, Liam said, "It's nice to be back with some new music because it means I can get out there, play some gigs. Let's face it, it's boring without me." And this is true. The UK tour begins in Cardiff on November the 11th, and then we'll end with two massive shows at the O2 right here in London on the 28th and the 29th of that month. This is Shockwave, a second week on the chart this week, leading the top 20 down 8 places to number 27. Here's Liam Gallagher on the UK chart this weekend.
27.
Shockwave, number 27. This is the UK chart show. This is where we count down the biggest played songs on UK radio over the last 7 days. Don't forget, get us on your timeline right now at the UK chart. Get me on Twitter. Let me know where you're listening around the globe and who you think's gonna be number one. Let's get on our number 26, and it is from Pink. And she disabled her Insta comment section last week over the parent police thing, right? Well, she reactivated it to wish her husband Kerry a happy birthday and allowed fans to do so too. The couple are celebrating in Italy with their children right now. The guys rented motorcycles and took a nearly 100-mile ride through North Italy. Kerry wrote, "Epic birthday with my wife" on his Insta and posted some really cool pics actually. And you can comment on them as well. Pink, she's having a short break from touring, and her tour is currently in Europe as well actually. Let's get on her tune. Walk Me Home drops 4 places this week on the UK chart show to number 26.
26.
Number 25, Pink, Walk Me Home. It's the official UK Airplay chart. This is Scott hanging out this weekend, counting down the most played songs on UK radio. And the next song on the countdown this weekend, it debuted on the chart last week at number 30, and it moves up 5 places today. It's Jack Savaretti. This tune coming from his 6th album, which was recorded in Rome, and it features co-writes with Kylie and Bob Dylan. That is huge. There's also another collab on the album with Mika. It's called Youth and Love, and here it is on the rise this weekend, number 25 on the UK chart show. Jack Savaretti, number 25 on the UK chart show. I'm Scott Clarke right now. I hope you're good. We're counting down the biggest songs on UK radio right now. To get on our 24, and it's Shawn Mendes, and he's just got a new job. Well, kind of. He and his manager became investors and advisors to a premium American alkaline spring water brand. This is so random. Shawn is going to serve, listen to this, as a sustainability ambassador for the brand, and the company's CEO. She had hopes working together will help spread a shared mission to inspire change, a sustainable alternative to bottled water. The brand, Flow, has actually been Shawn's favourite bottled water for years now. And let's get back to the tunes. That's what we're here to do, right? If I Can't Have You, it leaves the official Airplay Top 20 this week. Number 24, here's Shawn Mendes.
Number 24.
I can't write one song that's not about it. Everything means nothing if I can't have you.
You're on the UK chart show. There goes our number 24, Shawn Mendes. If I Can't Have You. This is Scott Clarke right now. We're flying through it this weekend. I hope you're good. Right, let's get on Pink's latest single. And you know what? It made it to number 1 in Sweden. It's number 5 in Belgium, and it's climbing the charts in a dozen other countries as well. It's this one, Can We Pretend? And it's moving up 4 places here on the UK chart too, and you can hear the distinctive sound of Cash Cash on this. I'm a big fan. Number 23 this week. Let's get it on the UK chart show.
Number 24.
I remember conversations we would
23, Pink, Cash Cash, Can We Pretend? Love that tune. I hope you're good wherever you're hanging out. Listen to the show this weekend. I'm Scott Clarke, and this is the UK chart show. And let's get on our 22. And before we play it, did you know that Camila Cabello wrote the lyrics to this next song when she was just 16? So I teamed up with Mark Ronson, and Mark shared some insight during an interview with Australia's Nova Radio. Fascinating stuff, this. And it's just been announced that Mark will be headlining the annual New Year party in Edinburgh this year in Scotland. Organisers said there was no one in the world better to play the gig and bring in 2020. That is going to be huge. Find You Again, we're sure to be part of that set, right? Moving up 2 places to number 22 this week. Let's get it on the UK chart show.
Number 22.
on the official UK Airplay chart. This is Scott Clarke. You know we do this every week. Countdown the biggest, most played songs on UK radio right now. And stick about, JP Cooper has just launched a competition on his Facebook profile, and there's a prize up for grabs as well. We'll also play our highest charting new entry coming up next.
This is the UK Chart Show.
The best.
And now, back to the UK Chart Show.
Yeah, we're back to it right now. Counting down the official UK Airplay chart. Don't forget, drop me a tweet right now at the UK chart. I want to know where you're listening around the globe and who you think's going to be number one. Let's do it right now, though, and get into it. And we're into our top 20 this weekend. And JP Cooper is kicking off the top 20 and has just launched a competition online asking all aspiring musicians to send him a cover of our number 20 song. And there's even a tutorial video online, and it sounds a bit like this.
So there's basically, it's the same chords all the way through. So you got E major, B major, A major, back to B major, C sharp minor, back to B major. And it's the same for the verse and the chorus. Very, very simple. Fire away. It doesn't have to be on the ukulele. It can be on the piano. It can be on the guitar. Find your favourite duet partner, or do it by yourself. Crack on.
For more info, check out his official Facebook profile and get the chance to win this JP Cooper signed ukulele. How cool is this? And here is the tune I am on about. Dropping 4 places to number 20 this week. Here's JP Cooper featuring Astrid X. This is Sing With Me.
20.
I keep seeing you lately, singing your favorite songs out loud.
This is the UK Chart Show.
19.
Can I tell you something just between you and me? 'Cause I need you here with me.
Your number 19 this week, Marshmello Church is here with me. Counting down the official UK Airplay chart. We are doing it direct from London right now. I hope you get. I'm Scott Clarke. And our number 18 is our highest charting new entry today on the countdown on the UK Chart Show. And it's the tune from the new Lion King film. And in an interview, the famous film music composer Hans Zimmer revealed that Beyonce put her soul and spirit into this next song. He said she took this movie very seriously and just presented us with a truly beautiful song that was absolutely perfect for a key scene. He told Variety magazine this. The album includes all songs from the original film with new additions to the score, plus a brand new track written by Sir Elton John. How huge is this? There's also a song with Jay-Z and Beyonce's daughter, Blue Ivy. But did you know what's Beyonce's favourite music?
The only thing I listen to is 70s music. I love Aretha Franklin, James Brown. I love Donny Hathaway, Stevie Wonder, of course Marvin Gaye, a lot of people.
Interesting stuff, right? And here's her new tune, Spirit, debuting on the UK Chart Show directly at number 18 from the Lion King soundtrack. Let's get it on.
New entry.
Beyonce, our highest new entry, Spirit, is at 18 this week on the official UK Airplay chart. This is the UK Chart Show. I hope you're sweet right now. We are edging ever closer to our top 10 this weekend. Our number 17 is from a guy who's just announced another tour, and this time it is Post Malone. It's going to be called the Runaway Tour, and Posty is going to be joined by Swale, who will be his support acts. That's going to be huge, right? The tour will start on the 14th of September and will visit a number of cities across Canada and the US before the final gig at the LA Forum venue. A second week on the chart for this tune. I'm a big fan of this. Goodbyes, a massive breakthrough here on the UK Chart Show. Number 17 for Post Malone and Young Thug.
Number 17.
Me and Kurt feel the same. So much pleasure is pain. I'm no good at goodbye.
This.
Let's go.
It's the UK Chart Show.
Number 16.
Europa, Madison Beer, all day and night. Number 16 this week on the UK Chart Show. Look, we're getting straight back to it real soon. Coming up next on the UK Chart, Little Mix, and that huge tune as well to chart from Avicii and Aloe Black. Stick about.
This is the UK Chart Show.
And now, back to the UK Chart Show.
We're direct from London right now. We are counting down the official UK Airplay chart. These are the most played songs on UK radio right now. I hope you're good. This is Scott Clarke, and we're back to it at number 15 with this massive Avicii tune. And last week, some fans and critics expressed their view that releasing a posthumous album might not be a good idea. And we checked how Avicii's album Tim is doing worldwide. And listen to this. It's #1 in Belgium, the Netherlands, Finland, Norway and Sweden. And it's also top 10 in 16 other countries. Fans actually love it. And I class myself as an Avicii fan. The album is huge. SOS is climbing the official UK Airplay chart again, moving up 2 places to number 15 this week. Here's Avicii and Aloe Black.
15.
Can you hear me?
UK Chart Show.
14.
Little Mix, Bounce Back, huge tune, number 14 this week on the UK Chart Show. Right, stick about, because coming up next hour, we've got huge movements in our top 5 this week. Ed Sheeran and Justin Bieber make it a 7th week at #1. This is huge. Also coming up, Stormzy just headlined his big festival in Germany, and some Lewis Capaldi, Liam Gallagher news. All that coming up in the next hour. Stick about on the UK Chart Show.
This is the UK Chart Show.
To stay in the game, you have to be open to change, just like us.
Turn it up.
Right about now.
It's the weekend, baby.
Turn it up.
Give it up.
Make some noise out there.
Where hit music lives all weekend.
Turn it up. Turn it up. There's no other way to begin other than this song, right?
Is Pure 907. Love, life, music.
Activating playlist.
You guys ready? Direct from London.
Go for main engine start.
Chart activated.
We bring you the UK's biggest hits of the week.
Get ready for takeoff.
The UK Chart Show with Scott Clarke.
Yeah, we are coming to you right now from London, counting down the official UK Airplay chart. This is the UK Chart Show. I hope you're good. This is Scott Clarke. Coming up over the next 60 minutes, we're getting back into it and we're going to find out who is going to be #1. Also, we're going to be catching up with Shawn Mendes.
These numbers are not a joke. These are physical people behind the screens.
And I'm going to play you this song from 2006.
If I lay here, if I just lay here.
And I'll tell you why a little later. But first, before we get back into our countdown this week, let's check out last week's top 3.
Last week's top 3.
At number 3, Lewis Capaldi, Hold Me While You Wait.
Hold me while you wait.
Number 2, Shawn Mendes and Camila Cabello, Senorita.
I love it when you call me senorita.
And last week's #1, been there now for 6 weeks, Ed Sheeran and Justin Bieber, I Don't Care.
I don't care when I'm with my baby.
We're going to find out in the next hour whether them boys can make it another week at #1. That would be a 7th week at #1 for the guys. But let's do it. Let's get back into our countdown right now. And we start at number 13 right now. And this is called Stormzy. Made a rather surprising appearance at one of the biggest European festivals, the Melt Festival in Germany last weekend. And it was for one of the biggest slots, the closing of the Melt stage. The organisers announced the schedule changed 3 days before the show on the 17th, and Stormzy actually replaced ASAP Rocky, who is still in detention in Sweden. Last Saturday's concert in Germany was Stormzy's only live in the country so far, and fans absolutely love him. And you know what? This track too, getting closer to the official Airplay Top 10. This is Stormzy and Crown, moving up 12 places to number 13 this week on the UK chart.
Number 13.
Searching every corner of...
Big tune, Stormzy, number 13, that is Crown. This is Scott Clarke right now, hanging out, doing it from London. We are counting down the 30 most played songs on UK radio right now. I hope you're good. We're so close to our top 10 this weekend, but at number 12, it is Tom Walker. And Tom Walker fans here in the UK went proper crazy last week. Tom posted a pic on Twitter and said, want to come and see me live in Bedford Park on the 27th? I'm giving away some tickets. And that's actually this weekend for those who took part in Tom's contest but didn't win. Let's hope for more ticket giveaways in the future, right? And let's get his tune on. Still hanging about in the chart, leading the official Airplay Top 10 this week, though, at number 12. This is Tom Walker, Just You and I.
Number 12.
Let's get up at a time, just you and I.
From 30 to 1, the UK Chart Show.
Number 11.
I'm losing my self-control.
Big tune, falling out top 10 this week, Katy Perry, Never Really Over. This is the UK chart show. We're counting down the official UK Airplay chart right now. This is Scott. And right now, we're into it. Our top 10 this week. And before we get into it with the official top 10, we can reveal the most played song here in the UK for the 21st century so far. This is so cool. Data was released by PPL, which is the Phonographic Performance Limited, last week. And the most played song was a track originally released in 2006, which bizarrely never reached number one, but remained in the charts for more than 3 years. It became the most popular song of the last 20 years. That's Snow Patrol's ballad, Chasing Cars.
If I lay here.
And now back to our countdown right now on the UK chart show. And we're kicking off the top 10 this week. And it's the most downloaded track in the UK for the second quarter of 2019. Yes, it is official. The charts company confirmed Giant has achieved 184,000 digital downloads, which is a massive success in the world of streaming. And the tune is back in the top 10 too. Moving up 2 places to number 10, it's Calvin Harris, Rag and Bowman. This is Giant.
Official Airplay Top 10.
I understood loneliness.
You're on the UK chart. We're in our top 10 this week. The 10 most played songs on UK radio right now are here. And let's get on our number 9 with a song I am hearing constantly right now, Freya Ridings. And you know what? She follows Mabel in becoming YouTube's music artist on the rise. That is a big deal. Her album is also out now, together with the music video to the number 9 song this week on the UK chart show. The video was filmed in several locations here in London and was directed by the guy who worked on some of the best Little Mix and Iggy Azalea videos. It's so cool. Let's get on the tune then. Freya Ridings, Castles, moves down 3 places this week to number 9 on the official UK Airplay chart.
You ever thought I was?
It's the UK chart show.
Number 8.
This is Scott Clarke. There goes Sigala and Becky Hill. Love that tune. Number 8 this week. Wish You Well. We are so close to finding out who is number 1 this week on the UK chart. Right, let's go on our number 7. And we haven't heard from this guy yet, Lewis Capaldi. And if you're a Lewis Capaldi fan, you should definitely check his official online store. Last time we checked, all items there were like £10 and selling out rapidly. It all began by slashing the price of the final copies of his Breach EP. And then prices went down for t-shirts, hats, stickers, pretty much everything. And in typical Capaldi style, Lewis tweeted, F it. Actually, just made everything on this store less than a tenner. It's about to sell out. And a fan replied, Ibiza was expensive, eh? Incredible. Our massive former number 1 comes in at number 7 this week on the UK chart show. Here's Lewis Capaldi and Someone You Loved.
Number 7.
Our number 7 is Lewis Capaldi, Someone You Loved. This is Scott Clarke right now, and we are so close to finding out who's number 1 this week. I've got 6 more songs left to play, and then we find out. Right, stick about. We're back to it real soon. Mabel has just announced their 2020 UK and European tour. I've got all the details, and we're playing an eggs.
This is the UK chart show.
Show them how we get down.
Where hit music lives for the weekend.
This every week.
This is Pure 907.
And now, back to the UK chart show.
This is Scott Clarke, counting down the official UK Airplay chart. And you know what? July is the month of tour announcements. And we have one from Mabel right now on the UK chart show. Her Spring 2020 UK and European tour is officially in preparation. And here's the list of cities she is going to visit early next year. Dublin, Belfast, Glasgow, Manchester, Leeds, Southampton, Birmingham, and London here in the UK. And then Milan. She's going to be in Brussels, Paris, Amsterdam, Berlin, Copenhagen, and many more on mainland Europe. Make sure you check out her website for them tickets. And they started this Friday, so be quick if you're listening in any of them places. Let's get on that tune then. Mad Love, it moves up 4 places this week on the rise. And number 6 is Mabel on the UK chart show.
Why you looking at my timeline? This is the UK chart show.
Number 5.
I love that tune. On number 5, Ed Sheeran, Khalid. Beautiful People in the top 10 for the first time this week. on the UK chart show, right? Our number 4 is from the lady who's like the biggest pop star in the world and now soon to be like the biggest actress in the world. Last week we finally saw the remarkable 2.5-minute trailer for the Cats film, and some of the best British names are among the lineup, including Dame Judi Dench, Sir Ian McKellen, Idris Elba, and James Corden is in this. They're going to be joined on screen by Jennifer Hudson and the lady we're about to play, Taylor Swift. The film is going to be released in December, and here she is right now doing what she does best when she's not dressed as a cat. Taylor Swift, You Need to Calm Down. It hit number 1 in Scotland recently. It's number 4 last week, number 4 this week on the UK chart show. Let's get it on. 4. Number 4, Taylor Swift, You Need to Calm Down. This is the UK chart show, and if you're getting excited right now, you need to calm down, because coming up real soon, going to find out who's going to be number 1 this week on the chart. Official sales data revealed a real bad week for Ed Sheeran on the sales side, but did he keep his number 1 hit on the official Airplay chart? We're going to find out real soon. Stick about.
This is the UK chart show. And now, back to the UK chart show.
This is when it gets tense. 2 more songs left to play, and then our number 1 this week. If you've just joined us, where have you been? Don't worry, we're getting back into it. Scott Clarke on the UK chart show right now, and we're in at number 3, and it is a non-mover from Mr. Capaldi, and he's revealed that he's met Noel Gallagher finally face to face, and that the meeting went surprisingly well, given everything what happened during the last month or so. It all happened after Noel's performance at the Mad Cool Festival in Madrid, which Lewis watched with Noel's daughter. Remember that dad audio we played you last week? He's lovely. I gave him a big hug. Then I whispered in his ear, "It's going to be okay," said Lewis. This is hilarious. Meanwhile, Lewis appeared on stage at the Transmit Festival wearing a Chewbacca mask just days after Noel Gallagher told him he looked like a Star Wars character. Hold Me While You Wait. It's a non-mover today, and it's charted at number 3 on the UK chart show. There's Lewis Capaldi, Hold Me While You Wait. Number 3 this week, a non-mover for this guy. Right, 2 more songs left to play, and we are done on the UK chart show. Have Ed Sheeran and Justin Bieber made it a 7th week at number 1? Or have Shawn Mendes and Camila Cabello rised to the top? Well, this week, our number 2... it's Ed Sheeran and Justin Bieber. After 6 weeks, they have fallen to number 2. And you know what? Not a great week for Ed Sheeran. His new album, the number 6 collaboration project, is now out. And surprisingly, although it went straight to number 1, it sold 62% fewer copies in its first week than Ed's previous album, Divide. Still a great number, 171,000 copies, but nowhere near the 451,000 sold last time around. And while industry people are trying to figure it out, I Don't Care loses its first place here on the official UK Airplay chart. Let's get it on. Sheeran and Bieber, I Don't Care, number 2 on the UK chart show.
Number 2.
Their reign at number 1 has dropped. Ed Sheeran, Justin Bieber, I Don't Care. Number 2 this week on the official UK Airplay chart. This is Scott Clarke right now, and we have counted down 29 songs to get to this point. Our number 1 this week, Shawn Mendes and Camila Cabello. They have done it, and these guys are already number 1 in Ireland, and have been at number 1 on the official chart there for 4 weeks. At number 2 on the sales chart here in the UK too. You know what? TMZ, they photographed them kissing on 2 occasions in San Francisco last weekend, and even E! Magazine says their romance is now official. And all this happened because of social media, and we asked Shawn when he realised the effect on social media on his career.
I remember a story I don't really talk about often was when I was 15, there was like this meetup of Viners in Toronto, and I said, I don't know if anyone's going to recognize me. I'm not really sure what's going on. I remember walking up like the subway stairs into the middle of the city to see a group of like 1,500 people all turn. I remember that in that moment, kind of like understanding, okay, these numbers are not a joke. These are physical people behind the screens.
Right, him and Camila, they land at number 1 here on the UK chart show this week. This could be the summer of Shawn Mendes and Camila Cabello. Let's get it on then. Number 1 this week, this is Senorita.
This is the UK's official Airplay number 1.
The official UK Airplay chart number 1. That is Shawn Mendes and Camila Cabello, Senorita.
The UK chart show.
And this is Scott Clarke, and that is me done this week. We have counted down the chart. Don't forget, we'll be back same time next week for another UK chart show. Find us on your socials. We are at the UK chart. Thanks for hanging out.
The UK chart show, produced in London by Blue Revolution.